Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. I've got 7:01, so I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting of Gahanna City Council to order. We will start first with the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Council Vice President Jones.
We come together today, bringing with us our shared humanity, our care for one another, and our commitment to community. As we mark Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we remember Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who spoke often about the power of love, conscience, and our responsibility to one another. He reminded us that life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? As we begin today, may we be guided by empathy, curiosity, and respect. May we listen with openness, speak with care, and remain mindful that each person we serve carries their own stories, hopes, and challenge. Let this moment ground us in our shared purpose, not as individuals, but as neighbors, connected to one another and accountable for the well-being of our community. May we move forward with clarity, compassion, and a spirit of goodwill. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Vice President Jones. Mr. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Bowers.
Here.
Jones.
Here.
McGregor.
Here.
Padova.
Here.
Weaver.
Here.
And Renner and Schnetzer are absent.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. First of all, good evening, everyone. I know we have a packed house. There are lots of exciting things here on the agenda. First, I think this might be the first I've seen full regalia here, though, in period costume, so thank you for being here as well. First, we'll see if there's any additions or corrections to the agenda this evening. All right, seeing none, we'll get started with some presentations, and I do want to recognize we have two of our colleagues who are missing this evening. They do send their regards and wish they could be here this evening. So we'll get started with our presentations, and I'll turn first to Mayor Jadwin.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And it is indeed a special evening when you look out and there is a full house and all of our officer contingents along lining the walls. So we will begin tonight's meeting with a very special presentation. We have the swearing in of a new officer and the swearing in of two newly promoted lieutenants. So we have Officer Grant Holloway and then Lieutenant Reuben Hendon and Lieutenant Justin Shesby. Chief, before we proceed with the administrations of the oath, would you like to say a few words while I join you down front?
Just quickly, as we've continued to work on filling our ranks, Grant Holloway is joining us from the Circleville Police Department, and part of our lateral entry program. He's going to join us over the next couple of weeks and then months in field training. So we're welcoming him on board. Then we're going to do some promotions, which at the rank of lieutenant are very rare for the organization for one, but two lieutenants. We had a very extensive promotional process that just completed with Lieutenant Reuben Hendon taking over field services and Lieutenant Justin Shesby taking over support services. That was a group effort through the promotional process. Certainly, I want to extend our thanks to the internal team of Miranda, Ben, Tiffany on the HR side, Dr. Deagle from Gahanna Jefferson, who participated in the oral board process, the Fraternal Order Police represented by Pete Casuccio, Upper Arlington PD, and Columbus also assisted us with that process. So hats off to them for helping us select the best of the best to fill those very valuable positions. So with that, we're going to call up Grant for his oath of office. And his wife, Olivia, is going to be doing the badge pinning. So,
Ready? Because you're both swearing in. Right. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me.
I, Grant Holloway,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution and statutes
the Constitution and statutes
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and ordinances
and the Charter and ordinances
of the City of Gahanna,
of the City of Gahanna,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
and discharge the duties
of police officer for the Gahanna Division of Police.
of police officer for the Gahanna Police Department,
That's closer. To which I have been appointed,
to which I have been appointed,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, welcome. And I would note, Director Becker is usually up here with us. He is,
He's coming for the promotional process.
is he coming up here?
He's coming.
Excellent, come on up here, Grandpa.
Wow.
I'm older than he is, so it's okay. We did not expect him to be here, so we were thrilled to have him here with us this evening. As Chief said, we have not one but two promotions tonight to lieutenant, largely caused by our promotion recently of Lieutenant Moffett to the position of deputy chief. And we are very blessed in this community to have had extremely qualified candidates. And I know that Director Becker, leading that process, it was a difficult choice. As Chief said, it's the best of the best, but they're all the best. They're all awesome individuals, and the fact that there are so many of them here tonight to show support shows just how much they're respected and looked upon by the rest of the division. So, Lieutenant Hendon, will you please join me up here for your oath? Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Reuben Hendon,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution and statutes
the Constitution and statutes
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and ordinances
and the Charter and ordinances
of the City of Gahanna,
of the City of Gahanna,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of Police Lieutenant for the Gahanna Division of Police,
of Police Lieutenant for the Gahanna Division of Police,
to which I have been appointed,
to which I have been appointed,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll be fine. Good evening.
Good evening, Director.
If I can get my papers apart. So Reuben Hendon just had his badge pinned by his wife, Sarah. Also in attendance tonight are his children, Alex, Natalie, Drew, and his daughter-in-law, Maria, who's carrying his future granddaughter. Reuben was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. He served in the United States Marine Corps and is an Iraq War veteran. He obtained a BS in criminal justice from Defiance College before joining GPD in January of 2009. During his time at the rank of sergeant, Reuben is grateful for the opportunity to develop officers. Reuben believes in creating a coaching environment for his staff, which has helped officers build confidence in their ability to do the job in an atmosphere of professionalism rooted in learning and accountability, not a fear of discipline. Reuben is grateful to all his supervisors throughout his career for the foundations they laid and the lessons they taught him. Reuben is looking forward to continue to develop supervisors and create an environment where officers feel supported and clearly led. He is thankful for the opportunity to lead and serve the Gahanna Division of Police in his new role and looks forward to growing and improving every day. Congratulations, Lieutenant Hendon.
Thank you, sir.
right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Justin Chesby,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution and statutes
the Constitution and statutes
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and ordinances
and the Charter and ordinances
of the City of Gahanna,
of the City of Gahanna,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of Police Lieutenant
of Police Lieutenant
for the Gahanna Division of Police,
for the Gahanna Division of Police,
to which I have been appointed.
to which I have been appointed. So help me God.
Justin Chesby is having his badge pinned by his wife, Marcia. In attendance tonight are his daughter Morgan, son John, mother-in-law Paula Walton, father-in-law John Whitmer, mother-in-law Cinda Whitmer, and aunt and uncle Daniela, and Bob Rowe. Justin was born and raised in Mount Vernon, Ohio. He also served in the United States Marine Corps from 1993 to 1997 and became a reserve officer in Gahanna in 1999. In 2007, he joined us full-time here. Justin appreciates the mentoring he received from Chief Spence and from Chief Warrant Officer Mohawk when he was in the Marine Corps. Justin is grateful for the opportunity to completely revise the new and improved training program, and he looks forward to connecting with police staff, city staff, and members of the community to both improve internal and external relationships. Congratulations, Lieutenant Chesby. Before I turn it over to Chief Spence for comments, I see Chief Murphy in the back. I think he hired both these lieutenants. You have any words you want to share with him? Thank you for being here.
I'm going to take
You
a
want
quick
to get a
picture.
picture?
Thank you. As we work through these ceremonies, they are important because, again, I think I mentioned this is rare that we have two lieutenants at the same time. And they're going to do great and wonderful things. And I think they have the passion and drive to take the organization to the next level. 2026, defining year for all of us, everybody in this room. But we couldn't be positioned better with everything we achieved in 2025. The future is bright. So thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Deputy Chief Moffitt, and we have one more award presentation, and he's going to do the introductions and provide some additional information. So, Chief Moffitt.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Director. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council, and good evening. So right after I was promoted, I was assigned the task. A group had reached out to us, a community group. I'll call them up here shortly and let them explain a little bit more about what they do. It's the National Society Sons of the American Revolution, Ohio Society, Hocking Valley chapter. I was very thankful that they reached out to the chief. One of their members, Donald Miller, was a former reserve officer with us. I was very happy that I had the opportunity to serve with him when he was a reserve here. He's been a longstanding community member. He was a great reserve officer, and he's even a better guy. So I was very thankful that he reached out to us. And they were interested in recognizing one of our members. And so I was asked to consider who that might be. An amusing side note, anecdote, as I was briefing the mayor on this recently over the phone, I got a little ahead of myself, and I mentioned to her that the group that wanted to recognize one of our members was a Civil War group, and then I asked her for permission if I could do this, and she said, well, Ethan, that depends. What side were they rooting for? So I quickly realized my mistake, and I adjusted accordingly. Just wanted to share that. But I decided, we had recently recognized some officers through our own awards presentation, so I decided pretty early on that I wanted to recognize one of our supervisors. I have a good problem. This is a good problem to have. Any one of our supervisors could be recognized for their hard work that they do every day. So it's a difficult decision, but one of our supervisors, I'm not going to call him up here right away, Sergeant Ernest Chong. He's been a long time second shift sergeant. Second shift is an extremely busy shift. Just for a little bit of context, they have our combined call volume of first and third shift combined, so it's already a very busy shift. Despite that, Sergeant Chong always consistently goes the extra mile for us. We've assigned him to a variety of special projects. That's because of his professionalism, the professional quality of the work he does. I know you all know Sergeant Chong, but perhaps not well, and that's because another thing about Sergeant Chong is he's a team first guy. He's a division first guy. You'll never hear him talking about himself. It's never about himself. He always credits his officers. He always puts the division in this community before his own interests. He's a quiet professional. He's a very humble guy. I'll tell you another thing, he's not a huge fan of pomp and circumstance. So another thing, when the group asked me if they could wear their Revolutionary War garb, I said, absolutely, please do. I know knowing Ernest that would just go the extra mile on this. But seriously, he's consistently he works hard for us. I'll call them up here and they can talk about some of the things, some of the information we sent to them as they present the award. But he's just a vital component of our operations over there. He's always helped me out. I'm happy to have had the opportunity to serve with them. We've worked in field services together for a long time, and the entire subdivision is better because of Sergeant Chong. And with that, I'll turn that over to gentlemen.
We give Ernest his award.
Absolutely.
Can you do that?
Council members, Mayor, thank you for having us here today. We are here with the Sons of the American Revolution, the National Society, formed in 1889, headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky. You may have heard of our sister organization, the Daughters of the Revolution. It's a very large organization. We have 50,000 members. We're about 1/4 the size of the DAR. I'm Stephen Conrad. I'm the president of the Hocking Valley chapter. We also have Donald Miller here. He is a former Ohio Society president. I have Bob Hill is the Ohio Color Guard commander and also vice president at the Ohio Society. So we're very happy to be here today to present this award. We are an organization of men who have lineage to patriotic service in the Revolutionary War, and patriots that served in the Revolutionary War. And what we mean by patriots it could be soldiers, it could be sailors, it could be militia members, it could be state troops. It could also be statesmen. It could be also folks who were financiers and supporters, as well as elected officials and constables, like what we are here today to award an award for. Our 4 pillars that we actually support are preserving patriotism, promoting United States history, advancing youth education, and supporting our nation's veterans and our first responders. And that leads us to why we are here tonight.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. It is our pleasure and honor to be here tonight, and it's my honor to read the recommendation and the citation for Sergeant Chong, the reason we're giving him this Law Enforcement Commendation Medal Award. We had previously awarded this to another one of your former officers a few years ago, Todd Huffman. So this is the recommendation. Excuse me, it's kind of long. It's like the Gettysburg Address here. They think highly of you here, obviously, Sergeant Chong.
And it came from Deputy Chief Moffett. Via Chief Spence.
As the division's senior sergeant, Ernest Chong has long established himself as a skilled and highly competent leader As a patrol sergeant, he consistently maintained effective oversight of numerous critical incident responses and managed numerous dynamic operations. But beyond his core duties, in what is illustrative of his initiative, commitment, and dedication to the law enforcement profession, Sergeant Chong has additionally assumed a variety of specialized roles and responsibilities. Recently, Sergeant Chong has led a working group to re-engineer the division's field training program. Through his leadership, a new program was implemented, enhancing probationary officer onboarding, coaching, professional development, and support. Sergeant Chong served as the architect of the division's drone UAS unit, facilitating UAS pilot training and procuring necessary equipment to expand the division response capacity and capabilities. Because of his efforts, the division has deployed drones on a multitude of calls, enhancing situational awareness and maximizing operational outcomes. Similarly, Sergeant Chong regularly lends his technical expertise towards other specialized technology initiatives, such as those related to the new municipal complex, while supporting ongoing administrative operations and processes. Sergeant Chong has consistently leveraged technology to increase efficiency and maximize public safety goals. Perhaps most importantly, Sergeant Chong is a coach and mentor to his officers and a role model to his peers. He takes an active interest in the professional development of his officers, regularly providing guidance and support, even promoting financial literacy among his officers. He actively supports his fellow supervisors, peers, and the command staff. Sergeant Chong is a quiet professional, always placing the needs of his officers, the agency's mission, and the interests of the community before his own. He does so without hesitation and without expectation of recognition or return. In every aspect, Sergeant Chong takes a holistic view of advancing the division's core values and the principles of 21st century policing. For these reasons and more, Sergeant Ernest Chong is recognized for his contributions to the law enforcement profession, the Gahanna Division of Police, and the City of Gahanna. Well done.
On behalf of myself, the National Society, Ohio Society, Hocking Valley Chapter, I present Sergeant Ernest Chong, the Sons of the American Revolution Law Enforcement Achievement Award, and Ernest is a brother. Thank you, City Council, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we move on to our next item, I just on behalf of council, thank you all, and want to offer my congratulations to Officer Holloway, Lieutenant Shesby, Lieutenant Hendon, Sergeant Chong. Recognition very well deserved for all of you. Welcome, Officer Holloway, to the city. I was struck by the comments, just these legacies of continued service, not only to our own community, but to our country. So thank you all very much. And you all can't see it from where you are, but from the dais, seeing this room filled with your colleagues is rather awe-inspiring. So you're in good hands, and our community is in good hands because of all of you. So thank you very much. Next up, we have one more item for presentation this evening. We have a joint resolution and proclamation recognizing Martin Luther King Jr. Day and National Day of Service. And we are honored to be joined this evening by retired Judge James Green. I will also note we have some of Judge Green's colleagues from the bench joining us this evening as well, Judge Thomas, Judge Skinner, and Judge Green's successor, Judge Hoke, here as well. So, but for kicking us off this evening, I'll turn things over to Councilmember Bowers.
Yes, good evening. And I'm sure for many of you here tonight, Judge Green is a very familiar face. So thank you all so much for sticking around as we recognize his many, many years of service to citizens of Franklin County. So tonight we also gather to recognize Martin Luther King Jr. Day and the National Day of Service under the 2026 theme, Mission Possible 2, Building Community, Uniting a Nation the Nonviolent Way. That theme is not aspirational nostalgia, and I know that means more for everyone who's gathered here tonight. At a time when value-driven community and mutual care is so desperately needed, it's my wish that this moment of reflection and recommitment can act as a balm in a strained world. Dr. King, Coretta Scott King, and the civil rights leaders of their era, Bayard Rustin, Rosa Parks, Dorothy Height, John Lewis, James Farmer, Roy Wilkins, Whitney Young, A. Philip Randolph, and so many others, understood something essential. Lasting change requires people willing to push from outside and people committed to building justice from within our institutions. Advocacy and protest matter. So do integrity, courage, and fairness exercised inside courtrooms, governments, and systems of power. At a time when trust in institutions is strained, when division too often crowds out empathy, and when promise of equal justice is yet unfulfilled, this lesson is especially urgent. Building a beloved community has never been easy, but it has always been possible when people choose nonviolence, accountability, and service. That's why it's so fitting that today we also honor retired Judge James Green. Judge Green devoted more than 40 years to public service, beginning as an assistant Franklin County prosecutor, serving as an administrator to the Supreme Court of Ohio, and ultimately spending 31 years on the Franklin County Municipal Court. Having been first appointed in 1994, Judge Green earned the trust of voters across Franklin County time and time again, and he served with fairness and integrity throughout his tenure. Throughout his career, Judge Green demonstrated what justice from within government can look like. Respect for the dignity of every person, commitment to accountability, and a belief that the legal system must serve not only order, but also humanity. Countless litigants and lawyers, I think some of us in the room included, over those 31 years all knew that Judge Green was going to listen. When you stood before Judge Green, he saw you and your client as a person first. His work reminds us that institutional leadership done well is itself a form of service and the critical heartbeat of an organized society. And as we all know, no public service is done alone, and so we also recognize tonight and thank his wife, Risa Green, for her steadfast support and shared commitment to community. Thank you, Mrs. Green, and we wish you many years, hopefully of more privacy, perhaps fewer interruptions, and maybe more items checked off the honey-do list. Judge Green, thank you so much for your legacy of service, and Mrs. Green, thank you for your partnership in that service. And to everyone who has joined us here today, Pastor Lamar and Michelle, Reverend King, the Fosters, and other community members, thank you all so much for being here tonight to recognize a life's work dedicated to justice, community, and the enduring promise of Dr. King's vision. And if you'd please welcome Judge Green to take a photo with Mayor Jadwin, City Attorney Tamala Larison, and City Council, and then we'll turn the mic over to Judge Green for a few minutes.
Three, two, 1, go.
You know not to give me a microphone. You know better. But here we go. To City Council, to our mayor, our city attorney, to our chief, the clerk, to my colleagues who came out to join us tonight, Judge Thomas, Judge Skinner, my successor, Judge Hawk, thank you very much for coming out today. And to the Gahanna residents and just friends, I bring you greetings from Green's Place that I am happy to spend a lot of time at these days, along with the leader of Team Green, my wife Risa, who has been introduced earlier. Many people have been begging the question, so what are you going to do now? Well, let me give you just a little bit of background. When 2019 came, and it was time for me to run for re-election, I found myself envious of law enforcement and fire who have this delayed retirement option program. They call it the DROP program for short. And it's a pretty amazing retirement program. And so in 19, I decided I was going to create my own DROP program by retiring and rehiring. And so for the last 6 years, we've been kind of preparing for this day to come. I have a neighbor who has been a neighbor and friend, none other than Dennis Murphy, and I watched him go through this process, and he told me it was highly recommended, but I needed to be prepared and have a plan in place. So a year later in 2020, while working 5 jobs, I decided it was time for a change. So I resigned from 3 of those jobs, and I kept 2, the judgeship, and I do garage and closet makeovers for people. I will take your crappy-looking garage or crappy-looking closet, and I will turn it into a showplace from my roots as a carpenter. So I'm still doing that. Well, last year I finished school, and I'm now an internationally certified life coach. And so I'm starting a business as a life coach. And then beginning in April, I'll serve as a visiting or traveling judge around Ohio. So I'm not really retiring. We're calling it retooling, because there's a lot of gas left in the tank, and I want to keep on running as long as I can, because you know what happens when you retire and you have no plan in place. It can get kind of ugly. In 2020, my wife and I also decided we were going to downsize and move out of the neighborhood. And we started looking around at our neighbors, many of whom, like we, had raised children and had decided to stay. So between 2020 and probably within the last year or so, we've seen all of these renovation trucks coming through our neighborhoods, renovating, and people deciding to stay. So we've decided to stay. We love living in Gahanna. And as a judge in Franklin County, we serve 28 law enforcement agencies. I'm convinced that the best of those 28 agencies is GPD, and I am proud to be able to stand here and say that. I love my Gahanna officers. When Murphy was chief, I had a little issue. All the Gahanna police officers, they knew my vanity plates on my sports car, my motorcycle, and my SUV. And I was getting pulled over pretty regularly for driving in excess of the posted speed limit. And I got tired of Murphy coming down to see me. He lives about 4 doors up from me. And he would come down, "Now, Judge." So I'm doing much better, officers. I haven't been pulled over in quite a while. I see you guys coming, I wave at you, and make sure I'm doing 25 or less, and it's working pretty well. But I appreciate you more than I can ever express and the job that you do on a daily basis. So with that being said, I'm looking forward to the next chapter and all that it brings to bear, and I'll still be of service in this community. So again, thank you all for coming out today. To the officers who got promoted, congratulations. To our newest officer, welcome to the best damn community that you could ever work in, and I think you're going to enjoy being here, okay? Again, thank you all.
Thank you very much, Judge. Congratulations. I won't say on your retirement. Congratulations on your next chapter. I will, Madam Mayor, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
I think we should just end the meeting right there
I-
because I
yeah.
can't imagine anything better. It truly was an honor to be able to join council tonight, Judge Green, and recognize you. You have led for 30-plus years, certainly on the bench, more than that in your career. But you've demonstrated integrity, truthfulness, equity, compassion, every trait that you would want in a leader. You have demonstrated that and more. And as a Gahanna resident, you have represented our city so very well. But as a Franklin County judge, you have served so many and made such a meaningful impact on the lives of countless people. And it is just a pleasure and an honor to be able to thank you publicly tonight. And it's so fitting that we do this on the same time we are recognizing Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So thank you. And we have things for you to do. If that list runs out, you just give me a call. Risa, let me know. I'll put them to work. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll just share very briefly. So I am not a litigator by no means, but I spent my first summer first summer after my first year of law school clerking for the public defender's office. And I learned very quickly that I wanted nothing to do with criminal law. Huge respect to anyone who does practice criminal law, but not for me. But when you walk into the courtroom as a 1L clerk, it can be an intimidating experience. And I will just say Judge Green was always very gracious and welcoming. He, while was a frequent wearer of the bow tie, and I broke this out for just this occasion, Judge Green has quite the unique talent. He can take a straight tie and tie a bow tie out of it. Now, I just went the typical bow tie route, but I hope you'll do like a YouTube video and share that out besides all the closet rehab and the garage rehab, because I would like to get that one down. So thank you very much. Congratulations, and thank you all for joining us this evening. With that, I will move on to Section D of our agenda, hearing of visitors. Mr. Clerk, do we have any speaker slips?
None this evening.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. Just ask that you keep your voices down on your way out. We'd appreciate it. So, thank you. I'll give folks a moment here.
I don't know what better words to end the meeting on, but that was beautiful.
Yeah. It should be quick.
Yeah. Just realized it's yeah, that's my boss. Yeah. It's like he looks yeah. I think he's just like getting back out in the kind of community and getting.
Oh, thank you, Chief.
Oh, thanks. We've got some of the students.
Oh, wonderful. I see we've got some students joining us this evening as well. Thank you for being here. All right. Again, thank you everyone for joining us. We'll get going here again. Next up, we have Section E, our consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as published?
So moved.
Have a motion by Bowers. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jones. Any discussion?
No.
Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Bowers?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
McGregor?
Yes.
Padova?
Yes.
Weaver?
Yes. Consent agenda is approved as published. Next up, we have ordinances for introduction, first reading. Mr. Clerk, would you please read ordinance 0002-2026 into the record?
Ordinance 0002-2026, an ordinance accepting, approving, and ratifying the submitted recommendations of the City of Gahanna Tax Incentive Review Council for tax year 2024.
All right, thank you, Mr. Clerk. No action on that item this evening. Next up, ordinances for introduction, waiver, and adoption. Mr. Clerk, would you please read the item under Section G?
Ordinance 0003-2026, an ordinance authorizing a supplemental appropriation and waiving second reading, general fund claims and judgments related to the Central Ohio Healthcare Consortium.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. So I'll just note waiver is requested. So we'll vote first on the waiver and then on the underlying ordinance, but we will start with a brief presentation from Senior Director Vollmer. Good evening, Director.
Good evening. As you recall, in August, we brought forward resolutions to end the city's participation in the Central Ohio Healthcare Consortium and begin a self-funded employee health benefits program. That was approved by council, and we submitted our withdrawal to the COHCC in September of 2025. In November, the board held a vote to issue a $1.4 million assessment to the current members of the consortium, which Gahanna was a member at the time. The city of Gahanna voted no. However, a majority of the board voted in favor of issuing the assessment. Gahanna's assessment was in the amount of $207,939. We requested additional information from the board and did not pay by the original payment date. We received additional information with a new payment date of January 23rd, which I believe is this Friday. So the request for a waiver is to avoid penalties and late fees as noted from the consortium. And then based on the information that we received, we do recommend that we pay the assessment and move on from this consortium.
All right. Thank you, Director. I will seek first a motion to waive second reading.
I will move to suspend council rules and waive second reading.
Thank you. Motion by Bowers. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Padova. Any discussion on the request for waiver? All right. Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Bowers?
Yes.
Padova?
Yes.
McGregor?
Yes.
Weaver?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
All right. Waiver will be included in the ordinance. Now, is there a motion to approve ordinance 0003-2026?
So moved.
Motion by Bowers. Is there a second?
Second?
Second by Jones. Any discussion on the ordinance?
I'll just look to the
Bowers.
city, I apologize, Mr. President. If we could maybe just look to the city attorney and identify whether you think that this is an appropriate step to take rather than pursue it contesting this assessment.
I have had an opportunity to review the correspondence with the COHCC board and participated in drafting the initial letter, and I do support this resolution to this matter.
Thank you.
Thank you, City Attorney. Thank you, Ms. Bowers. Any other discussion on this item? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Bowers?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
McGregor?
Yes.
Padova?
Yes.
Weaver?
Yes. All right. Ordinance is adopted with waiver. Okay, moving right along, Section H, Correspondence and Actions. Mr. Clerk, anything for us this evening?
Nothing this evening.
All right, thank you, sir. My council colleagues, I see one item. I'll turn to Ms. Bowers.
Yes, thank you. Since Mr. Renner was unable to join us this evening, I'll just pinch hit for him, although he definitely is the expert on this issue. Attached to this item is an email circulated by Mr. Renner regarding a requested change that AEP had requested of the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio to change the credit for rooftop solar customers who send excess power back into the grid, otherwise known as net metering. AEP had requested that PUCO end net metering. However, PUCO did adopt the staff recommendations of no change to Ohio's net metering rules. And I want to just again thank Mr. Renner for his leadership on addressing a public comment in support of staff recommendations and express, I think, our support to PUCO for adopting staff recommendations as this supports 21st century energy needs. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bowers. All right. Next up, I'll touch briefly on the next item here. Council and administration should have received correspondence from Beth Kinney, Director of Outreach in the Franklin County Auditor's Office, just sharing opportunities for mobile filing events for challenging property values via the Board of Revision process. Certainly encourage anyone to reach out to the Auditor's Office and the Board of Revision with any questions, comments, or concerns, but wanted to include that. And just in full disclosure, I am an employee of the Auditor's Office during the day, but I am not with the Board of Revision. So, all right. Anything else under correspondence and actions? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to Section I, Representatives. We'll get started with the Community Improvement Corporation. Ms. Padova, I will turn to you as Mr. Renner is not here this evening.
Thank you. As you might remember at our last meeting, I updated that our CIC meetings have been moved to Wednesday morning rather than Tuesday. So our next meeting is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. in the committee room.
Your plan to avoid a late night meeting and go
Yeah, you know,
has
it's
been
off to a great
foiled by the
start,
holidays.
So yes, that will be tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the committee room, and then moving forward, we will have a slight break between.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Ms. Padova. In terms of the Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission, or MORPC, I would encourage folks to take a look at the report. Thanks as always to Council Office for their assistance and the preparation of that report. The commission did not meet in January. We are slated to meet on the 12th, February 12th. A couple of items that I will highlight. There's a section on winter safety awareness. There's a link there where you can learn about assembling emergency kits, creating safety plans as the cold weather descends on us this weekend. Lastly, there's a section on events that will be coming up throughout the region. If you have not, there's the State of the Region on March 20th, Day to Day on February 10th, and several others in there as well. So I encourage you to take a look, and if any of those are of interest, please let Clerk Van Meter know. We'll get you signed up. I almost told Ms. Bowers that is it for my MORPC report, and but I will tell myself that is it for my MORPC report, and keep moving on down. Convention and Visitors Bureau, Ms. Padova, back to you.
The Creekside Charity Chocolate Walk is coming up soon. It will be held on Sunday, February 15th from 1 to 5 p.m. Proceeds for that, from that benefit give to Gahanna. A limited number of tickets are available, so be sure to get them before they sell out, and early bird pricing is available until February 7th. I went to that last year for the first time and highly recommend it. It is a great way to get outside in February and get some fresh air. Also, the CVB will be contributing to the Ohio Local History Alliance annual meeting that the Gahanna Historical Society is hosting. They will be welcoming guests and providing some branded swag bags and to all the attendees who will be coming from different Ohio communities. That will be on March 21st. Also, save the dates for Herb Day. May 2nd, Urban Restaurant Week, May 2nd through the 8th, and of course, it's that time, Creekside Blues and Jazz Festival, June 19th through the 21st. And that's all for me.
Thank you, Ms. Padova. School Board, Ms. Jones.
Yes, just two quick things, meetings and ways to engage this week. So this Thursday, January 22nd, is the regular board meeting, 6:30 p.m. at Clark Hall. And then tomorrow afternoon, the 21st, at 1:30, Dunkin' Donuts, the 1111 Hamilton Road 1, is a coffee and conversation. So Dr. Deagle and select board members will be available for informal discussion with anyone who wants to stop by and speak with them. And that's all that I have.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Jones. Next up, official reports. Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much. I had some comments for Judge Green, but he left. But I think we all shared our thoughts with him. But again, thank you, Council. I appreciated the opportunity to join with you in recognizing him. It's been a while since I've been actually practiced in a courtroom downtown. I don't miss that at all. But judges like Judge Green made it made it a lot easier. He truly, demonstrated that public service is not the title, it's leading by example, and it's leading with your heart. And I cannot commend him enough for the way he carried himself on the bench, for the role that he set for everyone. He just truly is an amazing individual, as seen by the comments that he shared tonight. So we can have him back to speak here anytime. He was awesome. Congratulations as well to our Gahanna Division of Police for an impactful meeting, and I appreciated your comment, Mr. President, recognizing all the officers in the room. That is such an overwhelming visual when you see all of that and the way they support one another. But from the internal promotions of 2 officers to lieutenant position, which speaks to the strength of the organization, the caliber of the people who serve here, to hiring a new officer, to having Ernest recognized for all of his work. It really does reflect a well-deserved recognition of the excellence with which our officers serve our community every day. For our residents, tonight reflects stability in the division. It reflects experience and a high caliber of dedication and commitment to the service to this community. So I appreciated Judge Green's words. I've always said I believe they are the best division in the state of Ohio, but it was nice to hear Judge Green say the same thing. And he would know. He sees them all. Gahanna Chamber, just want to congratulate them, our partners, for a very successful annual meeting last week with more than 140 attendees who came together in support of the local business community. I appreciate Director Brad Fisher, the Chamber's Board of Directors, for presenting us with the opportunity to share a brief update during the meeting on the city and the momentum that we've built, as well as the excitement that we have ahead in 2026. From the opening of the new high school just a couple of weeks ago to the soon opening of our new Civic Center in a few months. This certainly is an exciting year for our city, and it was wonderful to see so many business leaders, community partners, employers coming together, not only to celebrate our business community here, but also to support the Chamber. So congratulations to them, and I know they have some events coming up, including a new Chamber Community Impact Fund fundraiser coming up at Edison. I believe that's the 31st of January, which is an opportunity for them to create a mechanism to help support the small business community as well, something that sometimes we as a city are somewhat limited in what we can do. The Chamber has much more flexibility, so a great mechanism with which to help to support our small business community. Speaking of the new high school, I want to again extend our heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Deagle, her team, our partners at this Gahanna Jefferson School Board, as well as all of our partners in the district on the official grand opening of the new high school. I think pretty much all of you were there as well as I think most of Gahanna. It really was such an incredible day filled with energy and enthusiasm. Everybody there to see the brand new building as well as say goodbye to the old one and be a little nostalgic touring the hallways for one last time. The building certainly is a modern facility, reflects a thoughtful approach to modern learning with a strong emphasis both on the safety and well-being of students and staff. And I would be remiss if I did not recognize the contributions of our own team, our building division, our engineering team. I know Director Schultz has been in countless meetings, and of course Chief Spence and his team for their partnership with the district throughout the planning and building process for the high school to really bring that building to fruition by the deadline that they said. Dr. Deagle, I know, had communicated to me special thanks to Ken Foltz and to Ed Loper, one of our inspectors, for the work that they did in making sure that they could get those students in there when they said. It really was a team effort, but I'm so proud of the district. I'm proud of our community from the investment they made in that building, and it really is a milestone that reflects the investment in our students and in the future. Those folks are the future leaders of this city, after all. So the sky's the limit for those folks over there. And then the last thing I'm going to share in partnership with the schools, the Gahanna Lincoln High School Black Box Theater will be hosting a special performances right here in council chambers, a performance of 12 Angry Men. They were looking for a unique venue. This kind of sits, I think, is suitable for that play. That will be held January 29th, 30th, and 31st, 7 p.m. each night, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I believe they're going to be releasing the ticket link soon, which I hope so, because it's only in about 2 weeks. So Mr. Wagner sent me a preview link today. So we'll be sharing that as well on our social media pages to promote that collaboration, and can't wait to see what the students do right here in these chambers with that play. But again, January 29th, 30th, and 31st, we look forward to welcoming them here. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. City Attorney.
Thank you. A lot of folks have been talking about not being a litigator. I can say that I am a litigator. I am in the courtroom every day, and I have practiced in front of Judge Green for my entire career. From my first day as a public defender, he put me on the spot by asking me to draft a judgment entry for my client. And I had no idea what I was doing at that time. But over the years, he has been a great role model and mentor to me. In private practice, I've tried cases in front of him. As a prosecutor, I appear in that courtroom every week. So I can very much say that I appreciated his comments tonight, and I think the recognition by the city was a great honor for him, but very appropriate. In litigation news on behalf of the city, I will say that the tobacco preemption litigation is still ongoing in front of the Ohio Supreme Court. The appellant brief was filed today, and so our brief as the appellee will be filed soon thereafter. They did request a 20-day extension to the normal time frame, so we are getting a reciprocal extension as well. So I will be participating in the drafting of that brief, and we'll keep you all informed of the progress thereof. Thank you.
Thank you, City Attorney. Next up, we have council comment, and we will start this evening with Mrs. McGregor.
I was trying to think about when Sergeant Chong was recognized. He didn't start as a police officer at the city. He was, I think he started in IT. Is that right? Okay. And he started in IT and then was looking at different options. And so it's interesting that he's been a city employee longer than he's been a police officer. So congratulations to him for that award, and to our new lieutenants and our new officer too. So thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. McGregor. Ms. Bowers.
Thank you. Just one note, there was an OPERS news bulletin that was circulated. I think most of us who are OPERS participants may have received this in the mail. This indicates minimum earnable salary increases for all OPERS participants. Starting in 2026, members must earn at least $770.77 per month in order to receive a full pension credit, and that is slated to increase by 5% every year through 2029, if I'm reading this correctly. So I will ask Jeremy to go ahead and scan this in and include it in our record for this evening. I think it's important information for us to have, and along with some other information regarding OPERS and deferred compensation that I'm sure Director Vollmer could share with us in greater detail than I could. Again, just congratulations to the new officer, Officer Holloway with Gahanna, and to the promotions for Lieutenants Hendon and Chesby. We look to you for your leadership, especially in moments like this, and your stewardship and guardianship of every member of our community. And with that, that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Bowers. Ms. Padova.
Thank you. Just wanted to recognize Judge Green. I have not been in court with him, but my first experience meeting him was when I was canvassing, and it actually was the first doorbell that Geneva rang when she was canvassing with me, and he went in and got her candy, which then made her think that canvassing was the same as trick-or-treating. So a great introduction to to knocking on doors and talking to neighbors. But it was a really good experience just sitting down on the porch and talking to him for a little while, and got to know him a little bit, and really, really great guy. So I'm glad we were able to recognize him tonight, and that's all for me. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Padova. Vice President Jones.
Thank Thank you. I will just reiterate the congratulations to our new officers, our promoted officers, our award-winning officers. It's so great to celebrate those who protect us in our community. Also, have not been in the courtroom with Judge Green, which is good because I'd probably, well, not probably, I'd be on the other side. And I don't think anyone would want to be on the other side in the courtroom. And I haven't met him until today, but just have heard so many great things and love that we have the opportunity to celebrate him this evening. And with a little more time on his schedule, I'm looking forward to taking part in his closet and garage services and just getting to know a pillar in our community. So thank you for inviting him and for that recognition. My constituent report from the end of the year, 2025, is attached to the agenda, so you can take a look at what I did, leading into the holiday, leading into this year. Remind folks of different warming centers that we have, those who may be unhoused, their head, but perhaps they have a roof over their head. But on folks, check in on your neighbors, check in on these seasons as well. So thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to the entire our young people for sticking with us this evening and for coming out. Meeting, luncheon, good event, and nice to see so many of our small. Congratulations to the Gahanna Jefferson Public Schools District and to our community for the new high school. An alum myself, it was very cool to see the completed project, and I'm sure people are starting to, day 6, 7 now, they're starting to figure out their way in the hallways. My wife asked me to drop something off at the school this morning that she forgot, and I was like, I have no idea where to go. She ran home and got it first. So, and I said, just let's plan, we'll give me a tour, show me where to go, and I know I'll figure it out next time. So congratulations to the district. Lastly, just a quick note, really enjoyed seeing the Sons of the American Revolution in chambers this evening. My wife is a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution and can trace her lineage back hundreds and hundreds of years. Lots of work by her grandmother to do all that research, and she had a distant ancestor who was killed in the Battle for New York during the Revolution. I am the son of immigrants, so this is something that is foreign to me, for lack of a better word, and the appreciation of our country's history and the contribution of immigrants, and the fact that my wife can trace her history that far back, and I'm, relatively speaking, brand new, is something very cool and not lost on me. And I look forward to seeing our 7-month-old get enrolled in the Sons of the American Revolution. So thanks to them for joining us as well. That is all I have for council comment. We do have executive session planned this evening. I do not anticipate any legislative action being taken. So there are 2 reasons to go into executive session under the council rules of procedure. Is there a motion to go into executive session for the reasons published on the agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Bowers. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Padova. Any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Bowers?
Yes.
Padova?
Yes.
Weaver?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
McGregor?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Motion carries. We will go into executive session in the committee room. Madam Mayor, any guests or city attorney for you?
I know Directors Vollmer and Schultz and Gaki will be joining.
All right, thank you very much. Again, do not anticipate any action coming out after executive session. So thank you all for joining us. Have a great evening.